Be thankful, not because it's easy, but because it's wise. There are days when life gives you nothing to celebrate. No applause, no relief, no answers. You wake up tired, not from lack of sleep, but from caring too much for too long. You do what you're supposed to. You show up, you smile, you keep moving, but inside, you're empty. Number. And somewhere deep inside, a voice whispers, what's the point of all this? On days like this, the idea of being thankful feels almost insulting. Be thankful for what? The pain, the silence, the things you've lost. But this is exactly where the Stoics started. Because for them, gratitude wasn't just something you feel when life is good. It was a weapon, a philosophy, a way of seeing life clearly. The Stoics didn't say, be thankful because it's easy. They said, be thankful because it's wise. The Stoic view of gratitude. Gratitude in Stoicism was not a ritual. It wasn't a smile forced in front of a mirror or a journal full of shallow affirmations. It was a discipline of the soul, a weapon against entitlement, a rebellion against the constant hunger for more. In a world that worshiped wealth, power, and prestige, the Stoics turned inward. They asked one, what remains when all is stripped away? And the answer was always the same. Virtue, awareness, presence. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of Rome, a man who led armies, buried children, and lived through plagues, wrote in the quiet of his chamber, don't dream of things you don't have. Instead, reflect on the greatest blessings you do possess, and remind yourself how much you long for them if they were not yours. He wasn't being poetic. He was training his mind to see clearly, to remain steady, to not take life, even pain, for granted. Seneca, once exiled from Rome, wrote, gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. Why? Because a grateful mind becomes a humble one, and a humble mind can endure anything. To the Stoics, ingratitude was blindness, not a sin, but a tragedy. Because if you can't appreciate what you already have, you'll never be free. Why gratitude is difficult but necessary. Let's be honest. Gratitude feels wrong when life hurts. When you're grieving, when you failed, when someone you love turns their back, or worse, forgets you. In those moments, being told to be thankful can feel like mockery. But here's the Stoic truth. Gratitude is not about pretending the pain isn't real. It's about seeing what remains despite it. Life will strip things from you. People will leave. Plans will collapse. Your body will change. Your path will twist. And if your peace is built on things staying the same, you will break. That's why the Stoic cultivates inner strength. That's why they build gratitude. Not when things go right, but especially when they go wrong. Because it's in those dark moments, when you look around and feel like you have nothing, that gratitude becomes a light, a quiet whisper in the chaos. I am still here. I still have choice. I still have a mind, and I still have meaning. Gratitude doesn't erase the pain. It simply reminds you this moment is still sacred. This life, though fragile, is still yours. And no matter how heavy the world gets, there is always something to honor in it. That is not weakness. That is Stoic courage. The tools of Stoic gratitude. Here are the tools the Stoics use to build gratitude. Not as a move, but as a mindset. 1. Focus on what you control. Some things are up to us, and some things are not. Epictetus. Most suffering comes from wanting to control what is not yours. Other people, outcomes, the past, the future. But what is yours? Your thoughts, your actions, your response. Gratitude starts by placing your energy back where it belongs, inside your control. 2. Negative visualization, premeditatio malorum. The Stoics imagine loss, not to be morbid, but to wake themselves up. What if you lost your home? What if your loved ones were gone? What if this morning was your last? It sounds dark, but it's liberating. Because when you remember that nothing is promised, you stop sleepwalking through life. You begin to see clearly, even this breath is a gift. 3. Amor Fati, love of fate. A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it. Marcus Aurelius. To a Stoic, life doesn't happen to you. It happens for you. You don't just accept what comes, you embrace it. You say, this too belongs to my story. This too will make me stronger. Even pain, even setbacks are part of your transformation. And for that, you say thank you. Daily Stoic gratitude practice. Gratitude doesn't need a stage. It doesn't need applause. It's built in quiet moments, daily reflections, small acts of awareness. Here are 3 Stoic practices you can begin today. First, morning reminder. Before your day begins, ask, what am I holding that someone else is praying for? What could be taken from me today? What blessings have I forgotten? Write it down. Start your day aware. Second evening review. Seneca wrote, when the light has been removed and my wife has fallen silent, I examine my entire day and go back over what I've done and said. Before sleep, ask yourself, where did I complain today? Where did I show appreciation? What did I overlook? End your day not with noise, but with clarity. 3. Silent gratitude throughout the day. When you drink clean water, pause. When your body moves freely, pause. When someone is kind, pause. No need to post about it. Just breathe, notice. Whisper, thank you. Be thankful. Not because everything is perfect, not because life is fair, but because awareness is better than blindness. And gratitude is the clearest form of awareness. It's not flashy, it won't impress the world, but it will anchor your soul. Thank the morning light even when you wake up tired. Thank the empty room even when you crave company. Thank the heartbreak even when it cuts deep, because it reminds you how deeply you can love. Gratitude doesn't mean pretending life is easy. It means refusing to let life make you bitter. The Stoic is not naive. They see the cracks, they see the pain, but they still say, this is enough. This is still a gift, because the greatest power you have is not to change everything, but to see everything with wisdom. So today, right now, don't wait, don't wish, don't chase, just pause, look around, and whisper quietly to the world, thank you. If this message grounded you even a little, click the like button. Subscribe for more Stoic reflections that challenge and awaken. Comment below, what are you grateful for today, even if life is hard? And always remember, the Stoic path is not easy, but it is wise, and wisdom is enough.